everyone, and welcome to a special Friday night edition of School Nutrition Masterminds. All this week and all next week as well, we are doing a special series with candidates from the School Nutrition Association's 2023 election. So excited that we have tonight with us, we have Avora Taylor. She is going to tell us all about her program, but if you're tuning in, you guys know the drill. Just comment with your questions. I'm going to go through the same questions that I've served up to all of our candidates so far. So, Avora, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And, first up, if you can just start us off with telling us a little bit about you and your program.
Well, hello, everyone. It's so great to be able to have this chat with you all. First and foremost, yes, I am Avora, but many of you probably know me as Nichole because that is a name that I typically use. So it's Nichole for those of you all who are a bit confused. I'm the food service director for Chichester School District. And that is just outside of Philadelphia. We are the very last school district you'll come to before you hit the Delaware, Pennsylvania state line. We service about 3,021 students. I have 6 schools, 1 high school and 1 middle school, and 4 elementary. We are CEP in our district, and we're constantly looking for ways to improve our food service program.
And we were chatting before we went live, and I heard about some of those school gardens, looking to involve the community. So really excited to continue this chat tonight. We've got Dick Held from Dick and Jane on with us. I saw Dan Elnor is also here. So Dan, I expect you to chime in with a really good question. You always do. Nichole, can you tell us, and this is a little different for everybody, we've talked about it earlier this week, but tell us the position you're running for in the election, which voting starts February 15th, everybody.
Yes, February 15th, get out there and vote. I am running for director. There are currently 8 of us running for director position, and there are 4 positions. So please get out there and vote. Your vote matters. Every vote counts. So.
So it's a little different than previously. Used to be strictly regional. Now it is 8 candidates vying for 4 positions, and they are across the nation. So let's get into the meat of it. I was looking through everyone's, bios and everything. Everybody's got this amazing bios and all going on. What led you personally to this point today that made you say, all right, I want to run for a national position as an SNA member?
I think looking into it, I felt like I can make a huge difference on a national level. I love connecting people. I love connecting others. I love talking to people. I love being that resource. And I thought, I can make a bigger impact if I do this on a national level than just as a state level. So I figured, I think it's time for me to move up and kind of, get out there and see if I can make a difference on a bigger scale.
Love that.
Yeah.
So again, looking at everyone and preparing for this, I saw everyone has quite an impressive resume. There are a lot of positions that have been held at, state chapters, at your districts.
Mm-hmm.
All of those long resumes you all have. When you look back at your own, what's a position or a role that you've held that you're most proud of in your career?
If I had to be completely honest, it would be starting off as the food service manager, actually. So when I first walked in, or my introduction to school nutrition was as a manager, because the district that I was in at the time was extremely small. We grew, but it started off being relatively small, and they didn't really have a position for a director. And I think as a manager, I was really able to get in there, get my feet wet, learn so much about our program and about what we do and the impact that we make on students, that I felt like that was my most, that was an invaluable learning experience for me. So I'm most proud of just having been able to have that role in the cafeterias and really be a greater impact to our students.
I love that. You've seen it on both sides.
Exactly. Yeah.
So similarly, and I know you're working on some projects right now from when we chatted before we went live. So it could be something in the works or something in your past. What's a project or an accomplishment that you are particularly proud of in your career?
Oh my God, our school gardens. I am so excited about our school gardens. We currently have four. And my goal is to get one at every school. So where we have like really small, and I wanted to grow with our students. So our school gardens in our elementary are terraponics or really small indoor growing stations. And then at the middle school level, it's going to be outside gardens, raised beds. And then on the bigger scale, our high school will be a greenhouse and it'll be raised beds and aquaponics. So I'm really excited to really bring that element into our schools. I mean, for various reasons, but I just think for me that gets me so excited when I think about growing this and expanding this. And especially because really where I am, part of our school district sits across the tracks. And across the tracks, there's no grocery stores in that area. And then on the other side of the track, there's only 2 grocery stores in that area. And so for me, it's really important to really bring to them, fresh produce, fresh veggies, and really getting them that understanding of where the food is coming from, how they could be self-sustainable. So I absolutely am so excited about that. That's like that's my plan. So
I love 4 school gardens for a district with 6 schools. Like, that's
yes.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah,
Thank
you'll have
you.
those other 2 in no time.
Exactly. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So Dan always chimes in with really great
Hi,
thought-provoking.
Dan.
Dan, he said, "New proposed regulations were just posted. What are your biggest opportunities or challenges with the proposed regulations?"
So when I took a look at them initially, I was frustrated to say the least. But I thought to myself, well, this is an opportunity for us to really get creative in the kitchen and really figure out how we could kind of rely less on some of the manufacturers and really kind of dig in and get our hands dirty and play. I love to play with food, but in a good way, right? I love to try to figure out how we can make this best fit our students. And I just thought, well, this is really going to push some of us who are on that borderline of going scratch cooking to really kind of dig in deeper and really investigate and see how we can make this better for our students. So, and the regs are what they are, right? We just sometimes we might not like them, but we have to roll with them. And we're definitely going to do our best to really service our students. So,
And when they're a part of it in the form of the school gardens and stuff,
mhm.
it feels like that's definitely just such a big way to get their buy-in, right?
Absolutely. It really does hit home. And for me, I always tell my students the story when we talk about our garden. I grew up with the garden, so it was like my backyard. I was on my grandparents had this huge garden in their yard. And so that was like that was my playground. I would go out there, I would play, I would eat, because I'd stay out there all day. So I'd just pick and eat. And then, so for me, eating fruit and vegetables, that was nothing because that's what I'm used to. And so I wanted to bring that experience to our students to let them know that, when you actually grow it and taste it, it tastes so much different than what you get in the school. So,
Right.
yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but we'll get through it, Dave. We always do.
I love it.
Yeah.
All righty. So we're at 8:09, so we're making great time. If you have any questions for Nichole, please just comment with them. We'll try to wrap up around 8:15 Eastern time. So what's something now the answers for the past have run the gamut in this next question. They have been silly, they have been professional, they've been all over. So you take what you will with this. So
Okay.
what's just something you would like SNA members to know about you?
Oh my God, I love to talk and connect with people. If you ever met me, I don't meet strangers. So when I'm at conferences, I love to connect with others and talk to them about their real life experience, their shared experience in the kitchen. I love to connect people with other people. So if you know anything about me, professional and personal, I like to talk. So there you go.
That's great though. I used to try and I need to be better about it, but going to conference of like getting out of my like naturally introverted kind of ways and just go sit somewhere with somebody I don't know because I've
Yeah.
made some great friends that way and amazing connections of just I need to stop hanging with my safe little crowd of friends and go meet new people. That's what it's for.
It is. I mean, it's hard at first, but then you just kind of get used to it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I've never met a stranger, so there you go. Yeah.
Love that. You've got Della Brumal watching, and she says,
Oh,
Nichole,
hi,
you're amazing and we love you.
Dora.
Well, I just have one question left for you. So, with that, before I ask, if you have a question for Nichole, please just comment with it. We are going live with Mastermind meetups Monday through Friday, except Tuesday. So, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'll be back the following Monday as well. We're cramming in as many of these as we can before Election Day. So, stay tuned for more of these. That all of them are going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So stay tuned. And we've got Amy Powell Cooper says, a great leader. You got support in the comments. Love it. So the last question I have for you is, if elected, and again, you're running for the director position. That's the new one, everybody. It's not regional anymore. It is 4 positions open and there are 8 candidates running.
Yes.
If elected, at the end of your term, what do you hope to accomplish that will make people say, I am so glad I voted for Nichole?
I would hope that I was able to, one, listen to what our members' needs are and really help to answer and or at least obtain answers for them. I really want to make it a point to really be there for our members, because our members are our driving force. And that's really what got me involved, was being able to have someone at the state level and the national level be able to be there for me and answer those questions and help find those resources. So I would love to be able to have that opportunity to do the exact same thing for others. So when I walk away, I would be happy knowing that I helped foster someone else. Yeah.
Love that. Love that. Thank you so much. And you've got Jason Block, if I remember correctly, that is Chef Jason,
Yes.
who, yeah, Gardens. I know. I was like, I'm looking at my Facebook and I'm like, is that the right Jason? But yeah, School Gardens. He's a superstar at that as well. He said good luck. And Kristen Dale said we would be lucky to have you. Good luck to Nichole and the great ballot of candidates.
Yes.
I
We have
agree.
an amazing lineup, everyone. So please read the bios, take a look. Everybody who's running, honestly, is so amazing. I'm honored just to be a part of that collection, because when I looked at everyone's bio, I felt really special to have been a part of it. And so just, please get out there. I don't care if you vote for me or not, but just vote, because that really does make a huge difference.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nichole.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll be back on Monday.
Everyone.
All right. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Perfect. That was it.